Ray Prothero, and I'm going to talk to you about art. So I've been in art classes all of my life. For 4 years throughout high school, I was in art club, and now it's my third semester at CCAC, and I'm majoring in industrial art and design. So today I'm going to talk to you about creativity, the mediums you choose to use, and a little bit of history. So there's always a time you choose to do your art. Be it in the morning when you first wake up and you have this dream and you have to write it down or sketch it out before you forget about it, or in the night before you go to bed. It helps you express yourself in ways that other people can't understand. There's a saying that a picture speaks louder than words, and in some senses it's true. You can believe what someone's saying in words, but until you really see that physical picture, then you know that it's there, it's real. And with creativity, there comes plagiarism. See, plagiarism is whenever you copy someone else's art or someone else's work and you claim it as your own. That's not cool. Don't do it. Don't plagiarize. You have to be authentic and use your own mind to express yourself and not somebody else's. You have to be original. There are different mediums you could use also. You could paint, you could draw, or you could color. Painting being with acrylic or watercolor, drawing be with pencil or pen, or even charcoal. Even though it's a bit harder to use, it's still an option. And putting color into your work. Color could be with paint, crayons, colored pencils, colored pens, you name it. Even chalk. Chalk paintings are really creative. They never really dry until you set them right. Like with spray, they're expressive too. And now a little bit of history. So, I took modern art history, and I also took ancient art history. And ancient art history was pretty cool. It started about 7,000 years ago in caves. Now, ancient art isn't what you think it is. It's not with paintbrushes and crayons and colors. A lot of it is the colored mud that they take and they paint it on the walls. They started with the things that they could see, like the animals, and to tell stories. Animals being bulls, bison, horses, rabbits, and anything else they could see. Many of these caves were in Europe, in France and Indonesia. That's where they found the first ones, but there are so many more and more to be discovered, which is really cool if you think about it. In the caves, it's not just the walls painted with clay. There's also clay sculptures. There's one that comes to mind when you think about an old clay sculpture, and it's this big bison. And around this bison, there are footprints of children, and you could tell that they played around it. It's not the people that discovered it that have been stepping around this clay bison in this cave in Indonesia, but it's the real kids that the bison was made for. There are also a lot of artists that you think of. When you think of artists, a lot of people think of Picasso or Vincent van Gogh or Andy Warhol. And did you know that Andy Warhol was born here in Pittsburgh, PA? He has his own museum too. It's downtown in Pittsburgh, and if you have the chance, you should check it out. There's also the Mattress Factory with modern artists. The Mattress Factory is a art museum with modern artists that they don't take their art they made somewhere else. All of the art is made in the building, in the room that they've been given. And it's cool to see the progress. You can go in and see the real artist working on their progress, and then you can see the end, think, wow, they did all of that in such little time. And then one of the biggest artists that you think of modern day is Banksy. So Banksy is an anonymous street artist from England, and nobody knows who he is. He spray paints the side of walls, and you may think, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not real art. That's graffiti. That's vandalism. No. Banksy does it on the side of buildings that people want him to. A very famous one that he made is the Balloon Girl. You may have seen the little girl, and she's letting go of this heart-shaped balloon and it's floating away. And another one is the Valentine's Day mural, which is on the side of a building in Pittsburgh, may I add. And it's this girl with a slingshot, and she shoots the slingshot into an explosion of flowers, and they're red for Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed my informative speech on art. We covered today the creativity, the medians, and a little bit of history. There's so much more to dip your toes into and find out about. A lot of it is finding out on your own. What are your strengths in art? What are your weaknesses? What are you good at? What's your favorite? And just keep doing it. Keep expressing yourself. Keep being creative in your own originality, because that's what art is. And maybe someday they'll talk about you and you'll be the new history that they talk about. Thank you.